Hello.
This is the week, this is the ritual, the day before chemo, coming to the doctor, they take my blood, they weigh me, and then we sit here while I wear this lovely gown, see, and wait for the doctor to come in to look me head to toe, and talk about what's next. So we're just sitting here. How long have we been sitting here?
15 minutes maybe.
15 minutes. I'm really feeling tired. Try to go to bed early tonight. Chemo tomorrow. Yay! I thought I had this on. I just recorded a whole bunch of nothing. Alright, so. Celery. Somebody asked me what that was. It was in one of my soups that I wrote about on my blog. And what it is the root of the plant that's celery. We get celery from celery's like the stems. You know, we cut off the very tops where all the leaves are, and before it even gets to the store. And this is what is underground. This is sort of like a big root ball. And in the ground it would have a lot of like hairy roots shooting off the sides. And it would be all covered with dirt, of course, so you can sort of see the rootiness of it there, can you? Anyway, so I'm going to do with it is sort of cut away the rough edges, the way sort of like you'd peel a potato or something, and chop it up, and chop up some onion and some carrot. Actually, I'm going to use parsnips, which are sort of like carrots, with their... My friend said that they taste kind of peppery. I think she's right. They're sweet, though. So anyway, I'm going to make a soup and use it in the base. In the soup so far, it's like a white soup. All you're seeing here is onion, parsnip, and celeriac. I think I'll go with this and make this basically a white soup. Maybe I'll add some white beans later, but in the meantime I am going to put in some rosemary. I have added carrots and zucchini. See? I keep it at pretty low heat because I'm too lazy to continually stir this thing. It really doesn't matter. If you want to make soup faster, turn it up high and just keep stirring so nothing gets burned. But I got it on an electric stove, and mine's set on 4. So that's that. But now I'm at the stage where I can add liquid. You don't really have to saute things first. It's nice if you have time to. It adds to the flavor. But the next thing I'm going to do is add a bunch of water in there. Let it simmer. So I have all this mess, which I do not feel like cleaning up. Not in the least. And I have this soup. It's not really soup. It's mostly sort of a huge amount of base for soup. So down the road, what I'll probably do is, when I'm in the mood to eat some of it, I'll take some of this, add some more liquid, add some beans, add some greens, heat it up, then add some miso, and have a good bowl of soup. Maybe I'll even puree it, make it nice and smooth. But there's no rule that says you have to make a complete soup when you make soup. You can just make the base for it, and then add whatever you've got on hand. Like, I have a little bit of salmon in the fridge that I ate the other day, and maybe I'll want to put a little of that in it, and some spinach or something. I know I shouldn't be letting her do this, but it's so freaking cute. There's just water in that cup. So we're driving to chemo number 5. 5 of 16.
One of Taxol.
First dose of Taxol. So far I've been taking erythromycin and Taxol. And so we're a little nervous about how this drug will affect me. And I'm nervous about having intravenous steroids, which they're going to give me today, and intravenous Benadryl. So for most people, I guess Benadryl makes you sleepy, but some people it makes you really antsy. And steroids, of course, make you a little hyper. Who knows? But I would just tell you what it's like when you've done a few rounds of chemo and you're driving there. At least for me, I think it's true for a lot of people. I just feel nauseous. I just feel nauseous thinking about. I mean, not even thinking about it. It just happens. I feel nauseous on the drive. I also feel really exhausted and beat. I tried to do yoga this morning. Well, I did do yoga this morning. And just once it got to be a little bit of an exertion, my head started throbbing. I was told yesterday at my doctor's appointment that I have that I'm anemic, which means I have low red blood cell count, and that would explain why I feel kind of wiped out and headachy after any kind of exertion lately. And I was also told it'll probably get worse, and there's nothing I can do about it. So hopeful. So anyway, off we go. Oh, I did have a conversation with my oncology nurse about the vein thing and the port thing. And by the way, the reason I'm talking to the nurse and not the doctor about that is that the nurse is the one who's looking at my veins. The nurse is the one who's there when I get my chemo. On the day that I get chemo, I don't see the doctor. So the nurses are the ones who really are in touch with what the experience of chemo is and the immediate side effects. And in fact, they have a lot of say in what side effect medications you end up with. I mean, my doctor will prescribe one thing, and then I'll go in, and the nurse will say, "No, we're going to do it a little different." About it, she said now the thing is, she could be putting on that like confident mask of it'll be fine when she feels differently, but she's just trying to tell me what she thinks I need to hear. But what she did say, she thinks we're going to get through all my chemo without needing a port. She also told me that she's not going to be around next week, so when I go for chemo next week, I'll have a different person. Done. Chemo number 5. Benadryl's wiping me out. I've been lucky we've gotten a private room for this each time so far, but next week I'm going to have a different nurse and it doesn't have as much pull, so I might not get that. I just want to go home. I hate feeling like this. So tired. My husband is taking me out for a belated birthday dinner. One of our favorite places to eat around here. We're in Middletown, Connecticut. The restaurant is called It's Only Natural. Good food. First course, it's tahini broccoli. Tahini broccoli soup. All the food has arrived. The portobello burger, gluten-free bun, wilted arugula salad, sweet potato enchiladas. We're going to share everything.
Oh yeah.
And what's that?
Chocolate peanut butter banana smoothie.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to see you sitting and smiling and feeling pretty good and mostly enjoying your meal.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Mostly enjoying my meal because there was a few things that just didn't taste right. Like, I really love kukicha tea, which is a Japanese roasted twig tea. Just I always feel tastes really earthy and grounding, but it had kind of an oceany flavor to me today.
Salty.
It's still the chemo. And then the other thing that tasted bad was anything that must have had, I'm assuming it was things that had some garlic in it, were just very, very spicy to me. So, but all in all, it was still nice. It was nice to eat out. A friend of ours is having a birthday party at a bar, which we may go back out to. I think I want to more than you do. Just because I feel rather normal, and it feels like, yes, I'm up for something. So I just want to say that we did go out tonight. It was Millie. And it was really nice. It was really nice to see people, friends, and say happy birthday to my friend who said that it made her night I was there. And it was also especially good just to know that I could do it, like just to function like a normal person and go out on a Saturday night. Now it's Sunday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, I guess it's 2 days after my last chemo. And I'm finding that some of the stomach symptoms I had with in the first type of chemo must have been because of the steroids, because I'm feeling it still. Anyway, so I'm really, really hopeful that, I know that this next round they're going to cut it back to half as much, but I'm going to keep pushing for them to cut it back even more. I don't think I just don't need to be overloaded with side effects medication. I'd rather feel some effects rather than side effects from the side effects, you know? So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about right now. We're walking Millie in the woods. It's kind of slushy and it's actually raining. And this is going to be my workout for the day. I'm already getting a headache that I associate with low red blood count headache. I'm feeling very in love with this man.
I'm a lucky man.
He's been a sweetie lately. Well, he always is. This has been, I was saying to him earlier, this has been the first weekend in a long time that it really feels like a weekend. Like, you know, we lay in bed in the morning and hug and kiss. Don't feel rushed. Get plenty of time together. We're not like consumed with chores. I don't feel like crap. That's a good point. Is that what you're going to say? Something along those lines? And it's not super cold out, which is kind of nice, but it really isn't a factor in that. So anyway, life feels good today. Sorta.